How to sublimate a 16-ounce stainless steel tumbler using the Elite Pro mug and tumbler press. For this project, we will need the following materials: tumbler press, 16-ounce stainless steel tumbler, thermal tape, a tape dispenser, ruler or measuring tape, sublimation paper, a lint roller, and a heat-resistant glove. The next step is to measure our tumbler to create the template. First, we want to do is measure the area of the tumbler which we're going to be applying our design to. Now, for this project, because I'm using the tumbler press, I will only create one simple design on each side of my tumbler. So you can either use a measuring tape, or you can use a ruler to approximate what you need. So for this type of tumbler, because it does curve, we want to keep it within the 3-inch mark, or 3.5 inches maximum. Same thing with the height. We don't want the design to be too low on our tumbler. So we want to keep this one about the same size, about 3 inches in height, or 3.5 maximum. Right, now that we have these measurements, we're ready to head over to Canva and design the template.
Let's create a template for a 16-ounce stainless steel tumbler. This is a V-shaped tumbler. Now, whenever I do any small prints, I usually choose the size of the sublimation paper I'm using. So we're going to head over to the top at the right-hand corner and click Custom Size. Under Custom Size, switch the units to inches, and we can input the size of the sublimation paper. Now, this could be a letter size paper, or it could be a mug size paper. For this project, we're going to go with the letter size, and I tend to use a landscape format. So we're going to go with 11.0 inches in width and 8.5 inches in height. Create new design. Our template has been created. Now let's head over to Elements, and in the search bar, I'm going to search for Adventure. We're going to go with a hiking, camping type of theme. Select See All under Graphics and pick the images you would like to use. Now I have the design. I'm going to switch it to match the pattern colors that we have here, or the palette available there. And I'm going to go with a brown. Now we want to keep our designs with a maximum width of about 3.5 inches. So I'm going to size these to fit that measurement. For this one, we're going to keep it at 3 inches, 3.2. And now we're ready to print. So let's save the image to then download. Go over to Share, select Download, change the file type to PDF Print, select Flatten PDF, save download settings, and hit Download. Open it up in the folder where you have saved it. Open up the print manager that you will be using for the sublimation printer you have. I will be using a Sawgrass SG500, so I will be opening up PrintMate. Grab your design and drag it to the File section. And then here, we want to make sure mirror is turned on, and we can select the product type as a tumbler. Go over to Color Management and change the color mode to vibrant. Then select Print.
Now that we have printed out the design, we're ready to sublimate our 16-ounce stainless steel tumbler. This is a very unique tumbler for its V shape, so we are going to start first by adjusting the pressure to our press to fit the tumbler. The first step we want to do is adjust the size of the barrel to fit the top portion and the bottom portion of this tumbler. So first thing I'm going to do is choose the direction I want the cup to go. I am keeping the side of the cup that has this opening on the left side, and then the inner side is going to go on the right side. So what I'm going to do is place my tumbler in there, and then we are going to adjust only the right side by rotating the knob to the right if you're facing behind the press, or to the left if you're standing in front of your press. You want to turn it so it adjusts to the figure of your tumbler. We're going to try to close it. Now there is a lot of pressure on this side, so we are going to loosen that pressure by rotating the knobs to the left if you're standing behind the press. Okay, now you can see that as it closes, it does have or form that V shape, which makes it perfect to sublimate our stainless steel tumbler. The next step is to set the time and temperature, so we're going to start by turning on our press. Start by clicking the set button. We are going to press our tumbler at 385 degrees Fahrenheit, but you can increase or decrease the temperature using the arrows, then hit set to save the settings. Step is to set the time. We are only placing a design on each side of the tumbler, and it does get enclosed completely, so we are going to set the time to 120 seconds. Hit set to save the settings. Now, while we wait for the press to heat up, we can then prep our tumbler. So we are going to prep it by cleaning it using a lint roller. Now the next thing I'm going to do is trim my designs to fit both sides of my tumbler. Okay, now we are going to tape it. I'm going to place this image right here. Now we're ready to press our tumbler.
When the 120 seconds are up, open up your press and remove the tumbler from the press immediately. Remove the wrap from both sides immediately while it's still hot.
Congratulations on completing your very first 16-ounce tumbler. Look how beautiful these colors turned out.